Yo, day 49. Can't believe it's been 7 weeks and I've only recorded one song, which is no good. Yeah, when you put it like that, it's crazy. But I've pretty much recorded a second one, and with what I'm going to talk about today. If you would have told me yesterday that I would have finished the whole recording for the main parts of the guitar, I'd be like, how did you do that? And he would be very happy. But if you've been watching these by now, sometimes that doesn't happen. I did that. I've recorded the guitar parts. I did that, and I'm indifferent about it. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I did that. There's no sense of there's no sense of like pride or anything. Not that there needs to be, but it's just interesting how for Without You, the recording took 2 weeks, and that was just the guitar part. The intro, just the first verse, took like a week to record, and I recorded all of this song in 5 hours, which kind of puts into perspective how quick this song was to record. And I mean, it makes sense. This song is easier. This song's a lot easier compared to Without You. Was such a difficult song, in my opinion, just because of the technique you have to play it, and the chords are quite difficult. They're quite like just annoying. It's not that difficult, but it's also just like getting the rhythm right because of the playing style of the song as well. That was kind of my main issue. Like keeping up with the rhythm, making sure it's like very like continuous, because that's kind of that's how you're meant to play it, right? It has to be very consistent, very stable kind of thing. But yeah, this song was really easy to record, so I knew it would be quicker, but I had no idea that I'd be recording the vocals in a couple days time. Like, I'll probably be producing and mixing the song at the end of this week, which is crazy because, as I said, Without You took like 6 weeks, 4 weeks. So yeah, good progress. And I think because of how difficult Without You was, and you know how much I played the guitar for Without You, I think I've improved a lot. My guitar skills have improved a lot, so there's that, which is a benefit, I guess. I have my flaws, it's pretty much done. I just need to record the vocals for that, and that's fine. So essentially 2 songs that I just need to record the vocals for. So once I've done that, that's song 4. That's 4 songs done, which is exciting for sure. But yeah, it's good because some of the songs are, I feel like I've recorded the hardest songs. Without You and I Have My Flaws are probably the hardest songs. There's some other ones which have the same kind of chord progressions, but I think they won't be as difficult. And there's another one that I'm going to record as a single, and it's really easy, super easy. So I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks I'll have like 3 or 4 songs done, whereas at the moment we're on week 7 and I've only got 1 song done. I think in about 4 weeks time I'll have like 5 done, which is exciting for sure. And I don't want to rush it. I don't want it to be a race where it's like, oh, let's see how many I can get done. When it's done, it's done. But yeah, I think by May we'll have like 6 songs done. 5 or 6 done by May, I'd say, which is good. I think that's really good actually. So yeah, we're on track for sure. did a lot of social, like, after I recorded, I went to the gym. Then I did social media stuff, and I am just, it's just weird. I just don't know what I'm doing with social media stuff. It's just like the editing and the color grading, and I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I really don't, and that's why I need to kind of research more. What the hell is my head in? That's why I need to research more about music marketing stuff, because again, all of this is me, and I just need to learn more about how it works, because I feel like that's what I did for music. There's a lot of trial and error, with songwriting. There was a lot of practice, and I feel like the songwriting has got to a good place. And I just need to follow that same routine of practice, just trial and error, seeing what works music marketing wise, and kind of going from there, really. It should not be on the back burner as much as it has been, and it won't be anymore. Like, that is it. I'm fully on, like, social media stuff, like, fully committed to it. So, yeah, we're in a good place right now, for sure. So tomorrow I'm working, so I'm kind of going to do a thing where if I'm working, be social media. If I'm not working, it's recording. I think that's a good balance, actually. So yeah, I think that would work. That works pretty well, because I work 3 days a week. So that's kind of a balance. It's a good balance, for sure. Obviously, if there's some days where I just might really want to record a song and just get it done, and that's fair enough. I'll allow myself to do that, but in most cases, when I'm working, I will do music marketing. So tomorrow I'm just going to edit all the social media, all the content that I've been filming, which is a lot. It's like a blessing and a curse, because, you know, you're grateful that you've got all this content, but it's just a lot to edit and a lot to filter down, and kind of, yeah. I feel like I've got into a really bad habit of, if there's a 2-minute video and the clip's 20 seconds, I'll be able to chop up, like, I can probably chop up like 30 videos, which I don't think that's good. I think it should be very concise. It should be these are the good parts. You can chop them up, obviously, but it shouldn't be as much as I'm doing. And I guess I'm just so used to that, because I had such a scarce amount of content, but now I don't. It should be just high quality stuff. I need to edit stuff. I need to, you know, pull 5 seconds from that video, pull 5 seconds from that video, and, like, you know, edits and stuff like that. But I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I make music, like, but it's just something I'm gonna have to learn. But yeah, I'm really tired. Today was a very good day. Probably should be happier than I am about how today went, because it went well. But I'm at a very weird stage in my life where I'm just like, it's not nihilist. What's the opposite of nihilist? Well, it's not opposite, but what's the same train of thought as nihilism, but it's not? What is it? Absurdism, I think. Not really nihilism, but it's not really nihilism at all. It's more, it kind of follows absurdism, because at the moment I'm just like, nothing really matters, and I'm not really saying that in a wider perspective, so that's why I'm not really saying it's either. But at the moment I'm just like, nothing really matters. If I'm happy with how it went, if I'm sad about how it went, it doesn't really matter, because it's done. And if I'm happy about it, it doesn't make a difference, because I gotta keep doing it tomorrow. And if I'm sad about it, it doesn't make a difference, because I gotta do it tomorrow. So you know, it's not really nihilism or absurdism because they're talking about more about the intrinsic like meaning of life and stuff. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm just very focused on making music and trying to enjoy life. But a very common train of thought in my head is just like nothing really matters. And not in the sense of like purpose of life, as in just like it doesn't matter. Like or maybe that kind of does contribute to the wider thinking of, you know, the meaning of life. But I just kind of see like no matter how we react or respond to doing something good or doing something bad, it doesn't really make a difference. That's kind of just how I've been thinking, really. Nothing really matters. It's got to be done, kind of thing. Which I guess is a strand of, you know, the school of thoughts I've been, you know, nihilism and absurdism, but it's not really. But yeah, yeah, nothing matters. Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I really need to work on my Stephen pattern. It's 2:30. But yeah, good day, very good day. Wednesday we'll record the vocals. Tomorrow, social media, and yeah, that's kind of the pattern it's going to be this week. Hopefully by Sunday, the song will be nearly done, because that would be very good. For sure, that would be very good. Again, there's no rush. Doesn't need to be a rush. It's part of an album. It's part of a very important body of work, so it doesn't need to be a rush. I'm not going to rush it, so yeah. Probably be out in March, which I think is good. February, March. Yeah, good trip. One track for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.